we are going to use some of the Pansy Petals Designer Series paper for our next card, along with the gold and rose gold metallic paper. So these papers are really pretty. I don't really know how to explain them. They're not like glitter because there's no glitter on them, and whatever this finish is doesn't flake off, but it's really cool. You get, how many sheets do you get of each? You get 4 of each color in the package. I think it's like $5 or $6. It's not very much. And so we're going to use the gold on the card that we're going to do with our pansy petals. And then we're going to use a few of the papers in the pansy petals. So I have to pull some things out of my tray. So we've got some vellum, and then we have all these little strips here. There's a strip, there's a strip. And we have some other things. And we're also going to use the Hat Builder Bundle. This is my class to go for the month of July, and so of course I have to use it so I can show you guys how amazing it is and what different ways you can maybe use the hat. Not that it's anything, anyways, you'll see. So anyway, I have cut some strips of these papers. So I have 2 pieces of the gold, what is it called? Is it just called metallic specialty paper? Yes, metallic specialty paper. So I have 2 strips of these, and these measure 3/4 by 3 7/8. And then I have, well, these papers are the same pattern, but I'm going to flip 2 of them. So I've got 2 of the checkers and then 2 of the floral print. And then I have 2 of these patterns. So I've got 8 total strips. They all measure 3/4 inch by 3 7/8. And then I'm going to place them on a basic white thick card base. Hello, Jackie. Thanks for joining us. And my card's going to end up being like this, but I think I'm going to put it like this just to aid me in adding all of my strips. So again, I'm going to kind of eyeball what I'm doing here, and I just happened to see this card. Stampin' Up! Posted a card using strips like this yesterday, today, I don't remember, and it was really cute, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's just the greatest thing ever. Again, to use up some of that designer series paper that we're all hoarding, because we shouldn't be, but we do, but we shouldn't be, but we do. And so I'm gonna just kind of, I'm staggering them. So like this one is towards this edge, this is towards this edge, and going down. And then I'm going to start again with this paper here. And then I'm going to go the gold. So that's there, that's there. And I'm going to do I'm going to do it opposite this time than I did the first time. So these 2 papers are switched. So I think that is going to work. And so all I'm going to do now is just add the strips. So we'll do them a couple at a time. Whoops, I need to get my adhesive going here. Oh, I see what it's doing. It's sticking on itself. Naughty seal. Oops, that one went a little crazy. Oh, I think I have adhesive stuck on my thumb now, because now it's going to get everywhere. Ugh. Okay, so we're going to start with this one, and we're going to put it at the top and off to, like I said, this side a bit. Okay, and then this next one is going to go closer to the left edge, but I'm going to try to butt them together. Okay, and then we have this fun little pattern of the paper here. This is really cute, these delicate little pansies. Just really like them. Okay, and then we're going to do the checkerboard paper. And again, swapping ends. Okay, and then this one. So this is another way to use up like little scraps that you might have, because I don't know about you guys, but I do save a lot of my designer series paper scraps, because you just never know, you know, when you're going to need a little scrap of something. And so I do keep them. And so this would be the perfect way. I didn't actually have scraps of this paper quite yet, because I haven't used a ton of it. I don't have the pansy bundle. Whoops, I'm going to do this one first. I don't have the pansy bundle, so yeah. but I found out ways to use the paper without the bundle. And I'm wondering if I didn't leave myself quite enough room at the top, or I should have left more room at the top, but it is what it is. It'll be fine. And then this is here. You know what you can do sometimes, you guys, if you're doing something like this and it doesn't end up like the way you want it, like you can see I have a lot more at this end than I do on my other end. Sometimes what I'll do, I'll just cut it off. So now my card isn't 8.5 by 5.5. It's going to be like 8.5 by 5 and something else. So I'm going to cut like 1/8 of an inch off of the end here. And see? Cheated. But no one's going to know. And now it looks like it's a little more even for me. So there you go. And honestly, I think I got a little wonky there, but you know what? We're just going to leave it. We got to let it go. Sometimes the analness in my body has to just go. All right. So I have a piece of vellum, and this measures, ooh, I better measure it. I think it's 3 by 4 1/4. I can't remember. No, 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. 3 1/4, 4 1/4. And we're going to add this a little bit cattywampus. Just because we don't, if we try to have to make it be perfect, it's not going to be. So I'm going to end up sticking that on like that, but not quite yet. So I need some fresh freesia cardstock. Here's a piece right here. And I have the hat. And I have some fresh freesia ink. So we're going to ink this up. And we'll just give ourselves a cute little hat. Like that, and then you would die cut it using the hat die, and this is what it looks like. It puts all that fun stitching in there. It goes around this little line here. It's just, I just love this hat. It's so cute. So we have our hat, and of course the fresh freesia is one of the colors in the designer series paper, so that's why I picked it. And I'm going to set my hat like that. Then out of the hat dies, I picked this little label here. There's a lot of fun little labels. And in case you guys don't know how these work, let me just kind of show you. So let's just say you were going to stamp this image here, and then you wanted to die cut it. So what I would do is I would take my die, say this is a piece of paper. Pretend my stamp set is a piece of paper. Okay, so I would line this piece up, and then I would put some tape on it so that when it's going through the machine, it's not going to move. Okay, and I'm just putting the tape on the very edge of the die. Then there's another little die that coordinates with this, and it puts in the stitching. So then what I would do is I would drop that die into the middle. I would make sure it was lined up. And then I would tape that to the other die. And then I would run that through my machine. And then, let me find a card that I did that on. Hold on, there's one around here. Okay, I'm going to give you a sneak peek at one of the cards in my class. Oh, and I didn't do it on that one. Hold on. That's not the one. Oh, maybe I don't. Well, I don't. But I did it on this piece of cardstock. I did the exact same thing. So you can see the detail that it gives you with that fun stitching. So yeah, that card's in the class too. So that's what I did on this little piece of the designer series paper. I used this die here. Okay, so you can see that I already have that. So let me get this off my stamp set. Otherwise I'll end up losing it, and then I'll be mad at myself because it'll be where my little desk vacuum is, wherever that is. Who knows? I wonder if I used it over by my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I guess that's entirely possible. Oh, okay. Anywho, that's what we have. And then I got a star out of that same metallic paper. So we are going to add these to our hat. So I'm going to add this little star with some liquid glue. So I'm just going to go ahead and squirt a tiny bit back there. And then I'm going to add it to this little label. Okay. And then I'm going to add the label to the hat. Isn't that cute? I just love these hats and these little things that you can put on the hats. I just think they're so cute. All right, so then I'm going to add the hat to the vellum. Terry, you are so right. Terry is the one who gave me this cute little vacuum, and she's saying it's probably with Kelly's planner. You guys may not know this, but Kelly lost her planner here a while ago, and I don't believe she's ever found it. But I'm going to find that. Don't you worry, Terry. It's in here because I was just using it yesterday. I wonder if I went to empty it near the trash can and left it over there. Who knows? Anything's possible with me. Okay. So we're going to end up putting our vellum on a little cattywampus like so, like I said. And so I'm going to put my hat about like that. Okay. So then I need a little strip of white. And these are the little strips that I get every time I cut a piece of white cardstock down. I end up with these 1/2-inch white strips. And so I'm going to use one of them. And the sentiment that we're going to use comes out of the Hats Off set. It's called, or it says, "You're the best." And so we're just going to stamp that on here. That looks all right. Close that up. And then I'm going to snip this apart. So I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm just going to snip. And I'm kind of doing it on the angle just a tiny bit, because that way if I'm not perfect with it, it's not going to make any difference. But I am going to kind of cut off some of the excess because I don't need quite this much on here. So we're going to snip off some of that. And there we go. Oh, that one's good. Okay. So then I'm going to add these with mini dimensionals. And we're just going to kind of spell it out on the vellum. Okay, so obviously this is the "your" because it's the biggest, and I'm just going to set that like that, and then we'll do our best here, maybe like that. So now that I have all of this on my piece of vellum, now I can come to the back and use my liquid glue and put liquid glue wherever, you know, on these little spots here so that I can glue this down. Okay. And that way you're not going to be able to see my glue. Would you get less scrapes of white if you bought 12 by 12? I don't know, Margaret, because I think 12 by 12 is more expensive, and typically the size of paper that I cut my paper to is 4 by 5 1/4. I don't know. I've just never bought it because 12 by 12 is a little bit more expensive. So I've just always used the 8.5 by 11. It might be worth doing some math though. Ugh, come on, get off the table here, you little piece of scrap. I don't like bits everywhere on my desk. Where's my vacuum? Okay, so that's super cute. I didn't actually have anything to put on the inside. What could I put on the inside? Do I have any tiny hats in any other colors? Here's like some scrappy things that I've done that I hadn't actually used, but nope, there isn't one in there that's going to work. So we're just going to leave it as it is. I think it's cute. Oh, but I think I might add some gold pearls. Oh man, these pearls are getting a little bit crazy. They're getting a little unruly in here. See, look at, there's 3 of them in there. I'm going to try to get them out with my Take Your Pick tool. These little buggers are annoying, to say the least. We got it. All right, and we have a couple more in here that we need to get out. I can see you guys are commenting. Hold on, I'm going to check. Seriously, so cute. Oh my gosh, thank you guys. I wasn't sure how well it was going to go over. Sometimes, you know, you make a card and you go, I just don't know sometimes. But yeah, it worked out good, and I actually think it's pretty cute too. So thanks. All right, we got to get that last one. We got it. Yay. Look at that. Okay. So now we can stick our naughty little pearls all back in this package, and then the next time I pull them out, maybe I'll have some random ones that get away. So there it is, super cute. And let me bring this back in. So this is the Pansy Petals DSP, and it's on sale also, you guys. So if that's on your list, get it this month while it's on sale. And I need to find my chamois that is wet. Yeah, this one's a lot more wet. Okay, there we go. Clean that off. Oh my gosh, you guys are loving this card more than I even thought you would. I love it when that happens. Yay! Okay, oh, let's have Mandy hold on to it for just a moment. If you're watching on YouTube, remember to subscribe down here